Hello and good morning everyone. I'm so sorry that I didn't get on here yesterday morning to do a refresh live, but I thought today would be a better day because Monday is the first day back at work or facing people for the week. So here I am. I'm actually in the salon at Second Story Salon today in Traralgon, and I'm going to be doing some training with the staff there, some curly training. So I need to look like a curly hairdresser, and today I do not. So I thought I'd get on here and I would show you my really quick refresh this morning. Morning, Jade. I thought I'd show you my really quick refresh. I've worn my hair up for 2 days. Yesterday I went running. I'm on a health kick for those of you that haven't caught up. Running is not fun. I forgot about how bad it is, but anyway, I'm here. So you can see my curls are stretched out to the bajingos. Last night I did not sleep with a hair sock on. I went to bed. I completely forgot to put it on, so my hair is an absolute tragedy. So I'm going to show you. So for lots of curlies, they tend to put their hair up over the weekend. They come to Monday and they go, holy Scheisenhauser, what am I going to do with this hair? So what happens? We chuck it back up or we don't do anything with it. So I'm here this morning to show you my quick refresh. I only use what happens is because I have put so many products in my hair, the last time when I did my wash day, which you would have watched, I was in the shower, I don't need to add heaps more product to my hair, if any, okay? So what I'm using today, what you would need is a scrunchie, a seamless water spray if you haven't got one, an amazing investment, and I use a tiny little bit of conditioner, rightio? And I'm gonna show you exactly how I do this. It is quick, simple, and easy to resurrect the hair, okay? You can do this day after day after day. I can usually get a week out of my curls, even if I've tied them up. Okay, so you can see that I'm starting with a small section down here. This is probably the worst bit of it all because when I sleep, I don't put it up super tight, and this bit was floating around in the middle of the night. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and I'm going to wet this down with my seamless water spray. Okay. So you can see I'm doing a few sprays. I need the hair to feel not dripping wet, but just wet enough. I'm literally going to go through with a dot, and I'm talking a dot, like not even a pea size of conditioner. I'm rubbing this in my hands, and then I'm going to wet my hands, okay? This is the really important part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this hair. I'm not raking my hair. I'm just using, you can see I'm using it like this, and I'm going to flatten down my little fuzzy wuzzies, okay? I'm going to go through on this side. No more conditioner, just some more water. And I'm going to go through and I'm just going to flatten down these bits. Now I know lots of you are going to freak out because you're like, oh my God, you're flattening out all your curls. I'm not. I'm flattening out on my frizz, okay? And then I'm going to go back through and I'm going to start to scrunch that up. So no vigorous scrunching, just a little bit of scrunching through there. Okay, so that's that bit done. So you can see those curls are starting to come through again now. And because I've got all of that gel in my hair and those products in my hair from the other day, I don't need to add more. Why? Because the water reactivates this gel that's in here. The gel doesn't go anywhere. It's just that the frizz starts to come through. Okay, so again, we're going to go through. We're going to re-wet this bit of hair here. So you can see I do use quite a bit of water. Please don't freak out because this doesn't mean that it's going to take 25 years to dry. The seamless water spray gives out a lot of water, but it's very easy for the hair to dry. And I'll show you how in a minute. So you can see I'm just using my hands. I'm going to use a tiny little dot of that conditioner again. Rub it in your hands first, water, and I'm going to go over. So you can see I've got my little fuzzy wuzzy bears that want to come through. I'm going over and I'm smoothing down, okay? Smoothing down. So this is called praying hands, where we get our hands and we pray, okay? Right, and we're going to go over on the other side. I want my hands to be, if your hair doesn't sort of slip through your hands, then you need to add a little bit more water. And you can see already, like this frizz is starting to go down. I'm finding if I push or scrunch it up at point, it puts all the frizz straight back in. Okay, well, what you can do, if you're finding that your frizz is going straight back in there again, maybe you can just like ever so slightly just scrunch it up, or you can add a little bit more gel if you're finding that frizz is still coming through, okay? So instead of using the conditioner, maybe just do like a dot size of gel in your hands or a curl cream, because you might find that your hair might just be that little bit more frizzy, okay? Give it a go and you'll find that that may help. Or if it's not working, just like pop your hands through and just like give it a little bit of a shake. Instead of going back to scrunch it back up, you'll find that if you've got curly enough hair, it will find its way back there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go to this top section here, right? And I'm going to wet this bit here. So this is obviously my driest area because it's where I color it the most. It's where I, have had foils. It's where I'm grey. So it is, you can see I'm popping a bit of water in there and a tiny dot of conditioner. Rub it in my hands, water, okay. And I'm going back through and I'm going to flatten down these cheeky little flyaway bits. So you can see I'm flattening first to get rid of them and just like going over those bits there, and then I'm ever so slightly just going through and reinvigorating those curls. So can you see, look, they're all coming back in. Yes, there's always going to be a little bit of frizz, but don't freak out, okay? Curls always will have a little bit of frizz. There's frizz and there's frizz, okay? So if we're controlling a little bit of the frizz, it's okay. You're never gonna have frizz-free curls, guys. It just, like, it's impossible. It just happens that there are little bits that will misbehave and will frizz, especially over the days to come. All right, the other question I get asked a lot is, how do I know when it's time to re-wash and reset my curls? Well, when your curls aren't curling anymore, if you've refreshed it after maybe 4 or 5 days, or your scalp is getting super itchy, or your hair is starting to get a bit, it'll start to flake a little bit, that's when you know that it's time to get back in the shower and to either re-wet your hair and restart it, or you can wash it, okay? So I'm going through this top section here. If you have any questions, fire away, girls. Girls and guys, if there's any guys on here too. Mums. All right, so my little front bit, this is my little problem child here. He's a cheeky bugger, doesn't like to curl. I think it might be over years of mistreating it, but I've always had an issue with that bit curling. Sometimes I'm on a weaning streak and sometimes I'm not. All right, so just going through this section here and this back section that I always forget about, which we all do. I'm gonna pop a tiny little bit more of my conditioner there and water in my hands. So I just wanna make sure I flatten out my little cheeky little fluffies that wanna come through. All right. So I'm just using my hands and I'm very ever so slowly cupping this hair to get that curl to come back in again. So you can see that the curls are looking amazing. I can do this over and over and over again. To refresh this, I can do this again tomorrow morning. You will find over the days you might get a little bit more frizz, and it's okay, all right? Don't worry about a little bit of frizz. Alrighty-o. So now, for those of you that would like to let your hair dry naturally, this is when you just let it dry naturally. For me, I would go through and just diffuse this for literally 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes and it's dry. So I'm going to quickly grab that. So no hover drying needed today. We're just going to pop it on. Turn it down to low warmth. Okay, so I'm tipping my head right up because I want lots of body today. It won't take long to dry at all because it's not super wet, okay? And you will probably get a little bit of a cast in there as well because you've still got all that gel in there. So you'll find that you probably will need to scrunch out a little bit of crunch after we've done this. Now, I'm just going to go to the other side, right up to my roots. How is everyone this fine Monday morning? We all good? Did everyone have a lovely weekend? I hope so. Alright, so I can you see that's getting a little bit crunchy now? So I'm actually going to tip my head upside down. Hopefully you can see me. Alright, so you can see that those curls have really come up really super well. They're still a tiny little bit damp, but look how good that is for a refresh. It almost looks like a day one again. So for me, Jade's back to the grind today. Yeah, I'm hearing your girlfriend. So for me, I find that day 2 and 3 refresh are way better than day 1. Day 1 is too soft for me. I find my curls go almost a little bit too soft and they don't hold enough. I find I get better curl and more body on day 2 and day 3. This is how I refresh. It is the bomb. It works on type 2 curls, it works on type 3 curls, it works on type 4s, okay? Give it a go. It is amazing. If for those of you that don't have one of these bad boys, I would highly say it's a great investment. They're about $22 and they're amazing. Now, for those of you that are busting to stock up on some products, hold out a couple of days because I've got a special surprise coming for you. So I am excited. I've got something exciting happening on the website. So please stay tuned, but it is definitely a great investment. Make sure that you, the diffuser is great. Remember, low and slow, low heat, slow blow, okay? And when you're diffusing, always bring it right up to your scalp because it gives you great body through that scalp section. Great refresh. I will wait till this is 100% dry. It's a little bit wet still at the bottom, and then I'll go through, scrunch out the crunch, and I'm ready to roll. So it's as simple as that. Because I've put the time and effort in when I actually did my wash day, I can refresh this over and over again. It is worth the time and investment. It is worth using the right products if you're still not sure what to use. I also have some exciting news. I am heading back into Second Story Salon for 1 day a week up until Christmas because they are extremely busy with curly girls, and I'm working on a Thursday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. For those of you that need a curly cut or want a consultation or want anything to do with curly, I'm there for you. I'm not doing any colors, but just simply cutting and doing curly clients just to help out the crew at Second Story Salon. So that's on Thursdays 9 till 3. And you can get on the Second Story website or on their Facebook page and you can book through there. I can put the link on here as well. So that's very exciting. Didn't plan to step back into hairdressing, but friends twisted my arm, so it is just, she's just a bit smashed at the moment with curlies, which is amazing. So I'm excited to be in the salon just a day a week or 3/4 of a day a week just to give her a hand just up until Christmas. And then that's it. I'll step back and she'll be able to cope. She's just had so many lockdowns, so the poor little bugger is just, you know, struggling to fit everyone in, as we do when we have all these lockdowns. So thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. As I said, stay tuned. This week we've got some exciting stuff happening on the website. I will put it on our group, and I will also put it on our Facebook and Instagram. So please stay tuned. You'll pick yourself up some great little bargains. All right, guys, have a great day, and keep smiling, and happy Monday. The sun is shining here in Gippsland, so hopefully it's a great day for you. And I'm off to do some training. I can't wait to pick up the scissors and train some more curlies. All right, big love to you all, and I hope that this has been a great help. Ciao for now. Bye.